In recent years, Southeast Asia has emerged as one of the most promising and dynamic regions for artificial intelligence, AI, innovation. From bustling tech hubs in Singapore to fast-growing ecosystems in Vietnam, Indonesia, and Thailand, AI startups across the region are building solutions that are not only regionally relevant, but globally scalable. But what's driving this rise? To understand it, we need to look at a convergence of factors: growing digital infrastructure, a booming young population, supportive government policies, and a market hungry for disruption. Let's start with infrastructure. Over the last decade, Southeast Asia has rapidly expanded its digital backbone. With over 460 million internet users, most of them mobile first, the region offers a massive base for data collection, testing, and real-time feedback. This is fertile ground for AI. Singapore, often dubbed the Silicon Valley of Asia, leads the charge with smart city initiatives, AI-focused research institutes like AI Singapore, and heavy investments in talent development. But the momentum doesn't stop there. Vietnam's AI scene is gaining global attention thanks to a new wave of tech-savvy entrepreneurs, government-backed innovation hubs, and partnerships between local universities and global tech giants. In Indonesia, AI is being used to optimize logistics, improve financial inclusion, and power the next generation of e-commerce. Startups like Kata.ai are leveraging natural language processing, NLP, to transform how businesses communicate with consumers in Bahasa, Indonesia. Thailand is integrating AI into agriculture, healthcare, and education, with homegrown startups like iForThai and Amity.ai, exploring localized use cases that reflect deep cultural and linguistic understanding. Across the region, AI is not just an abstract idea, it's a real solution to real problems. So what are these problems? Let's take agriculture. In countries like Vietnam and Thailand, where farming still employs a significant portion of the workforce, AI-powered tools are being used to forecast crop yields, detect diseases, and optimize irrigation. These tools are helping smallholder farmers increase productivity and reduce waste. In finance, AI is making waves in the world of micro-lending and fraud detection. With millions of unbanked individuals across the region, startups like Trusting Social in Vietnam and FinAxel in Indonesia are using AI to assess creditworthiness using alternative data such as mobile usage and social behavior instead of traditional credit scores. Healthcare is another area seeing transformative change. AI diagnostic tools, medical imaging software, and predictive health analytics are being deployed to bridge gaps in access and quality, especially in rural or underserved areas. In Malaysia, companies like AIM are using AI to track disease outbreaks, while others are experimenting with chatbot therapists and mental health support apps. What's exciting is that these solutions are not imported from Silicon Valley. They're being built in Southeast Asia for Southeast Asia, tailored to local languages, cultures, and behaviors. Let's not forget the role of education. With the rise of AI, there's a parallel surge in edtech startups offering AI-powered tutoring, adaptive learning, and personalized curriculum design. Countries like the Philippines and Indonesia are using these technologies to close learning gaps and modernize public education. Governments are playing a pivotal role as well. From Singapore's national AI strategy to Thailand's AI ethics guidelines, regional governments are increasingly recognizing the strategic value of AI. They're funding research, fostering collaboration between academia and industry, and creating regulatory sandboxes to encourage experimentation. Talent is another crucial ingredient in this AI revolution. Southeast Asia is home to a young, digitally native population, with access to free online courses, coding boot camps, and university programs focused on data science and machine learning. A new generation of AI developers and entrepreneurs is emerging. Initiatives like Google's AI for Everyone in Indonesia, Vietnam's Vina AI Research, and ASEAN-wide AI scholarships are accelerating the growth of technical talent. Meanwhile, an increasing number of Southeast Asians are pursuing remote jobs, international collaborations, and open-source contributions, further expanding the region's influence. And then there's capital. While venture capital in Southeast Asia once lagged behind more mature ecosystems, things are changing fast. According to reports by Bain & Company and Temasek, AI-related funding in the region has grown exponentially, with major investments flowing into fintech, logistics, health tech, and enterprise software. Major players like Sequoia, GGV, and East Ventures are now actively scouting AI startups from Jakarta to Ho Chi Minh City. Even corporates are entering the scene, with telcos, banks, and conglomerates launching innovation arms and startup accelerators. But with opportunity comes challenge. Many AI startups in the region face hurdles in accessing high-quality training data, hiring top-tier researchers, and navigating fragmented regulations across countries. There's also the issue of digital inequality. While urban centers are becoming AI-ready, rural areas risk being left behind. Bridging this divide will require coordinated effort from governments, investors, and tech companies alike. Ethical concerns are also beginning to surface. How should AI respect local norms? How do we prevent bias in training data? How do we ensure transparency in automated decision-making? These questions aren't unique to Southeast Asia, but they're being asked with a distinct cultural lens. What sets Southeast Asia apart is not just its potential, but its perspective. Unlike more mature markets, where AI is often seen as a luxury or an optimization tool, here it's being used as a lifeline to leapfrog infrastructure gaps, democratize access, and build systems that were never possible before. In Myanmar, for example, AI is being used to create voice interfaces for communities with low literacy rates. In the Philippines, call center automation is evolving with ethical retraining programs to support displaced workers. In Cambodia and Laos, AI is being experimented with in clean energy, logistics, and urban planning. These are not just experiments. They are the future of regional resilience. And let's not underestimate the power of community. AI communities are springing up across the region, from meetups and hackathons in Bangkok to AI conferences in Singapore to university-led labs in Hanoi and Kuala Lumpur. These grassroots movements are helping people connect, learn, and build, even in places where resources are limited. It's this combination of top-down policy and bottom-up innovation that makes Southeast Asia's AI ecosystem so unique. So what's next? Expect to see more cross-border collaboration, more startups tackling real-world problems like traffic congestion, flood prediction, supply chain transparency, and language localization. Expect deeper integration of AI into regional digital economies, from food delivery and ride-hailing to agriculture tech and smart manufacturing. And perhaps most importantly, expect Southeast Asia to influence the global AI conversation, not just as a user or consumer of AI, but as a creator and contributor. Because this is no longer a fringe experiment. This is a movement. The rise of AI startups in Southeast Asia is a story still unfolding. And the next chapter, it's being written right now. So if you're an investor, a developer, a policymaker, or simply someone curious about the future of technology, pay attention. Southeast Asia isn't following the global tech narrative. It's rewriting it. It's proving that innovation doesn't have to come from billion-dollar labs or massive data centers. It can come from a team of 3 in a co-working space in Jakarta. From a student in Hanoi building AI tools on a second-hand laptop. From a small business owner in Manila automating their logistics with a chatbot built over a weekend. This is the beauty of AI. When it's democratized, it levels the field. The region still has challenges: infrastructure gaps, funding gaps, talent gaps. But it also has something more powerful: urgency, creativity, and purpose. And when purpose meets technology, movements are born. The rise of AI startups in Southeast Asia is not just a trend. It's a signal that innovation is becoming more inclusive, more localized, and more human-centered. From smart farming in rural Thailand to voice-enabled banking in Vietnam, AI is solving the problems that matter, in the languages that matter, for the people who matter. It's not perfect, but it's powerful. So the next time you think of AI, don't just picture Silicon Valley. Picture Southeast Asia, a region rising with code, courage, and community. The future is being built, not in theory, but in practice. And it's being built here, right now, in Southeast Asia. And maybe, just maybe, this is the model the world should be watching, where AI is grounded in context, where startups are born from necessity, not just novelty, where technology is a bridge, not a wall. As global challenges grow, from climate change to healthcare to inequality, the world needs new perspectives, new approaches, and new leaders. Southeast Asia is stepping into that role, not with the loudest voice, but with real solutions. Not with the biggest headlines, but with results. And that, more than anything, is why the rise of AI startups in Southeast Asia isn't just a regional story. It's a global one. The code is being written. The problems are being solved. The future is arriving, and it has a Southeast Asian accent.